Where is he?
Zurich. He changed his mind.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks.
The businessman Stephen Ballard. You know him?
I know he's involved in everything from food to firearms.
He's turning out to be a key player in this Arab arms inquiry. One of his manufacturing companies was involved. He claims he knew nothing about it. He's been living in Switzerland since the inquiry began. The government's making efforts to persuade him to return.
What's in it for Ballard?
He thinks he can clear his reputation, put the facts straight, help sort out what happened.
Do you believe him?
The government has also offered him immunity from prosecution in return for his giving evidence to the Select Committee.
Well, I've heard he's good at making deals, but that must be one of the best.
And he was due into the country this morning, but pulled out. According to the Swiss, he's been targeted.
Who by?
Arab middlemen will not want to be named. People from that region often show a lack of forgiveness towards those that betray them. So I put myself on the line, offered him close protection so we guarantee his safety.
Well, that's quite a guarantee.
Only 72 hours, until he's finished giving his evidence to the committee. Then on, it's his problem.
Position set, principal landed 11:04.
Red 2. Position clear, no creepy crawlies. ETA 5 minutes.
Right, well, I'll do the introductions then on the push-off. How's it going anyway? You look bored already.
When you start this job, you never think you're going to get bored.
No, you just think you're going to get skiing in Costas.
I'm sorry we had to bring you in this way, sir.
That's fine. You just keep me alive and I'll do whatever you say. Hello, Stephen Ballard. Well, get him to give me a call. I'll be at my Surrey home. Thank you.
We're going to need details of your itinerary, sir, for the next 48 hours.
Depends. I've got a bit of shopping to do.
What do you have in mind?
A machine tool company called Matco Tool, one of our competitors. Normally, I wouldn't get away with it. The DTI would refer it to the Monopolies Commission. But right now, I doubt they have the balls. What's your name?
Yeah, sure, sir.
No. First name.
Liz. These inspectors, Ian Worrell and Stuart Robbins, the other members of your team.
I'm the early turn, sir.
And I'll be on night, sir.
Oh. Well, that's a shame. I thought it was going to be just you and me. Betty. Hello, Greg. What's Matco trading at?
Up a penny at 2.19. There's a lot of bid speculation.
Well, we've got to kill it. I'm not going into the market at that price.
Is he a big as shit as they say?
He's all right. Could be quite charming.
To you?
Can you check static security?
I'll take Worrell through it first.
Liz, do you want to take a look at my itinerary?
Big correlation between power and sex. The house was once owned by a cabinet minister, so they put in CCTV, armoured glass, movement sensors on the lawn, anti-tamper devices. There are panic buttons wherever you look. That's the code for switching everything off. You can then isolate room by room. All you've got to do is stay awake.
And what does the alarm sound like?
Loud.
I'm going to get changed. Are you going to follow me everywhere?
Within reason. What are these other rooms for, sir?
God knows.
Don't use the ones at the front.
How do you relax? I mean, you can't be on red alert all day.
No? It's difficult.
Well, what about after work?
I, usually play squash. I don't know, just relax.
I'll give you a game sometime if you like.
It's the Matco chairman. He wants to know what our intentions are. He's heard the rumour.
You take it. Tell him we're not interested in his crappy little company.
Isn't that the company you're trying to buy, sir?
Yes. I'll give you a tip. If you want to make some money, now's a good time to buy my shares.
Wouldn't I have to worry about insider dealing?
No. Well, not unless you get caught.
Yes?
He's at the house. It's on.
I can only give you Mr. Ballard's assurances.
Is that still him? Here.
Hold on a minute.
Hello, Richard. Now, we're all subject to these rumors from time to time. Believe me, there's nothing in it. Yeah, that's fiction. We are not planning a bid. What do you want, my word on it? Yes, all right, Richard, nice talking to you. Where are these rumors coming from?
It's speculation. We built up a war chest. People want to know where we're going to spend it.
Let's feed a few fears into the market. Part of their operation's about to be hit by cyclical downturns, concerns about a lack of funds hitting their research and development, anything that'll help bring the stock down.
Or help to undermine the board.
It's business. I didn't invent it. I just perfected it. I've got my job to do. And the Matco chairman's got his. Well, while he's still got one.
With your approval, sir, I'd like to change the code on the security system.
Go ahead.
I'll run through the system with D.I. Shaw, then myself and D.I. Robbins will push off.
Right, D.I. Robbins will be outside the door, sir.
Okay. Have you eaten?
Don't worry about me, I'm fine.
It's just sandwiches. Not asking you out to dinner.
I'm not supposed to socialise on duty either.
He's coming on a bit.
Oh, don't worry, I can handle it.
He's got a bit of a reputation with women.
What are you getting so worked up about?
Well, you must have heard some of the stories.
Yeah, he's got steam train on his trousers, so what?
What's happened to my close protection?
I'm just doing the rounds, sir.
So, you insure an item?
No.
Just wondered. Just good friends, eh?
$75% of the capital is
Yeah.
in place.
Yeah.
Now, the deal is cash plus
The asset
equity.
value is 100 million. Yes, net.
No, I would need to know sooner than that.
Including write-downs.
24 hours at most.
Listen, Michael.
Okay, bye.
If people only bought what they could afford, they never buy anything. Listen, I'll have to call you back. What's happening?
Oh, you're away from the windows and downstairs!
Everything okay?
Oh,
What is it?
it's a cat on the lawn. It's triggered the sensors.
Dangerous cat, is it?
How often do you get cats in the garden?
Occasionally. We didn't realize there was such a threat.
The wall seemed too high to me. How'd it get in?
There's a tree that overhangs the front. That's how they've climbed in the past.
So go out and throw it back over the wall, will you?
Sorry, sir, I can't do that. I can't leave the house. It might be a decoy.
Well, for God's sake, do something about the noise.
I'll turn the sensors off on the lawn while I try and get rid of it.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, there was a cat in the garden. I had to turn the sensors off, and now it's disappeared.
Maybe it saw me coming.
Are we all right now?
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, sir. I'll turn the sensors back on before I leave, and D.I. Robbins will be with you till the morning.
Fine. Hasn't got a fear of small animals, has he?
I think I've got to be going as well, if that's okay.
Really? All right, Greg. I think we've done really well today.
Can I give you a lift?
No, thanks. I've got my own car.
No. No. Look, I have nothing to say to the press until I've spoken to the inquiry. Goodbye.
Shit.
What's going on?
I'm sorry, sir. It's another feline intruder.
How am I meant to do anything with this going on?
I'll turn the sensors off and try and get rid of it.
I want to hit the market in a dawn raid. Pick up as big a slice as we can get. Oh, I'll have to check. I've got the figures here somewhere.
We're looking at one gunman plus driver, possibly more.
How's Robbins?
He's on the critical list.
And the girl?
I wish she wasn't so lucky.
Who was she?
Ballard's maid.
What was she doing in the shower?
I imagine she was cleaning something. I think it was the bath.
Where's Mr. Ballard?
He's upstairs. The doctor's just given him something to help him sleep, sir.
How the hell did this happen?
Well, we're looking into it now.
You should have been prepared for this. You're meant to be the experts. This is what diplomats and the royal family have to put up with.
No, sir, no.
You're a bunch of bloody amateurs.
Close on the landing. Israeli military manufacture. I don't think it is the Arabs that are after our friend, Mr. Ballard.
Nigel Henderson from the DTI arrived a few minutes ago.
Get me someone from Mossad. I want a meeting.
Anyone in particular?
Someone who'll tell me why the Israelis think they can shit on our doorstep.
Without Ballard, this is going to end up another Scott inquiry. Exactly what the government is trying to avoid.
We haven't lost Ballard.
No thanks to you. What is it going to do for future government officer protection? I think that it would be better for everyone if news of this didn't get out.
Well, the casualties aren't just CPG. The maid's dead.
She was illegal. I checked. The government has enough problems with inquiries. It doesn't want another one.
What about Ballard?
He can be bought. He's not incorruptible. Just expensive.
Burnt out with a laser. A laser? Not the type of equipment used by your DIY assassin, is it?
I'd like to know what he took the door out with. It's armored glass.
It must have been some kind of hydraulic ram device. It made a hell of a noise, though.
Oh, not if they fitted some kind of insulation.
You're still taking a risk. I mean, if Robbins had been in this side of the house, he would have heard it, right?
True. And it gets stranger. There's a sensor beam set 2 feet above the ground. Anyone trying to get through this doorway without triggering the alarm will have to crawl.
Somehow our intruder knew that.
Hi.
Morning. I'm sorry about last night, sir.
Yes, well, not my idea of a quiet evening in. Look, I was wondering if you're having a collection for D.I. Robbins. Does he have a family?
Yeah, a wife and 2 children. It's very generous, sir. I'm not sure that he'll be able to accept that.
It's only money. Perhaps you could also pass on my best wishes.
We've just taken control of 15% of Matco. Their chairman's on the phone pleading to know what we're going to do with his company.
Is he?
What shall I tell him?
Tell him he's got the wrong number.
He's given us a donation from Robbins, 25 grand.
Well, I bet he's not usually that generous. Otherwise, he'd enjoy a bit of loyalty from his staff. The intruder's had inside information, details of the alarm system. Must have come from an employee.
The bullet cases found at Ballard's house were of Israeli manufacture.
Your assassin recognizes good quality. It proves nothing else.
Proves that he wasn't an enemy of Israel.
Perhaps that is what you are meant to think.
Now, come on. Ballard was involved in arming your neighbors. Since when has absolution been a Hebrew tradition?
For us, he is not a target. We are keen on him giving evidence. We are interested in those who are truly involved. Mr. Ballard, we think, was unaware of how his machinery was to be used.
Okay. So who is using Israeli equipment?
Like Mr. Ballard, we sell our equipment in good faith. It does not always end up in good hands. A gun has been hired. A contract has been arranged from the Middle East.
With whose money?
We think Al Kabir, an arms dealer. He negotiated the Arab deal. He does not want his name brought into this. He has organized a gun. And the word is there is London cooperation.
From?
I should know. You should be telling me this.
Okay, no, that's brilliant. Yep, thanks very much. I'll see you then. Bye. There's a board meeting set for 2 o'clock at Ballard head office.
We weren't advised about this.
It's only just been arranged.
Mr. Burns, I'm sorry, we're going to need some more time.
Oh, I thought you were supposed to be a fast response unit. Thank you.
According to MI5, Mossad's information is correct.
So why didn't they give us this information?
They thought we were aware. Apparently, the hit was organised through Europe. The gunman has no police record and is known to them only by the codename Sweeper because of his ability to clean up other people's mess.
Maybe I'll hire him to clean out MI5.
I've had no knowledge of any London cooperation. Sir, Worrell thinks it could be someone inside Bad's company.
In another 24 hours, Ballard will have started to give evidence. If they're going to stop him, they'll have to try again in that time. I want you to double up on Ballard, and I want him moved to a safe house.
Sir.
Can you tell the inquiry what the procedures are for licensing machinery to that part of the world?
The rules, I think, were brought in by the previous government. All applications for export licenses must be made on application form. On the front page, details have to be...
Excuse me, sir. I hope I'm not interrupting.
I'm trying to keep up with progress on the inquiry. See what lies everyone else is telling. Not that I can hear much on this thing.
Sir, we're not happy about the intended board meeting for this afternoon.
What's the problem?
Well, we have evidence that someone inside your company may be working with a gunman.
Who?
We'll deal with that in due course. My instructions are to remove you to a safe house immediately.
Oh, Greg, you may have to deputise for me at the meeting. There'll be a telephone at the safe house.
Oh, yes, sir, yeah.
What's going on?
We have to move Mr. Ballard.
Where to?
Well, his whereabouts will have to be kept a secret.
Well, I'm not sure that this is acceptable. I made it clear in my negotiations with the DTI. Mr. Ballard needs to be able to carry out his business.
Yes, sir, that was then. If this person can find you, sir, believe me, he'll try to kill you. Our best defence is that he doesn't find you.
I don't want to jeopardise any more lives.
We'll try to make the relocation as convenient as possible for you, sir.
Well, it sounds more convenient than the alternative.
Well, has he agreed?
I gave him the facts of life. He didn't argue. Burns, on the other hand, wasn't keen. I mean, if the intruders did have inside information, who would you put your money on?
Can you tell the inquiry why the rules weren't adhered to in this instance?
They were.
Can I read to you section 194, paragraph 2?
I'm quite aware of the section.
It does not require any personal attention to be given by the Secretary of State. The merits of the crime...
Excuse me, sir, would you like me to put it in the car for you?
Oh, you can throw it away if you like. I can't get the bloody thing to work anyway.
Right, well, I'll just check outside and then I'll get the car ready for you. Thank you. Please.
At what stage were you informed
Of the applications. May I refer to my notes here? Certainly. According to my records, so that was the first union of the application.
I thought the house was swept.
The flowers were delivered afterwards, just before I arrived. Obviously, Robbins didn't think to check them.
Yeah, well, that would explain the break-in. They knew they wouldn't be heard at the far end of the house. They knew exactly where Robbins was. And if they're still listening, they know we're taking Ballard out.
Yeah, probably. Could still be watching the house.
How?
I don't know, remote cameras hidden in the garden could even take a feed off our surveillance cameras. I mean, it seems to be frighteningly well equipped.
We haven't given them any details of the safe house.
No, absolutely not. No, my guess is they're going to try and tame us.
We need to contact Mac.
If they tap our call and realise we're onto them, who knows what they're going to do. I mean, we're launching a suicide mission.
Who are they?
I don't know. I mean, I thought Burns was their man on the inside.
Yeah, well, Mossad said there was definitely London cooperation.
I mean, do you trust them? I mean, it could be Mossad.
Yeah, it could be MI5. It might be in the government's interest if Ballard didn't give evidence.
Right, okay, we're going to avoid the safe house completely.
No, it's a direct order from Mac.
Mac isn't on the ground.
Yeah, well, we can't stay here.
Okay, I know a place I can take him. No, we've got to trust our instincts on this. Liz, you don't have to be involved.
All right, yeah. Let's move him. And there's a chance we're still being watched. We better use a decoy.
Good.
No, you won't be able to contact me. I'll have to contact you.
Something's occurred. We need your assistance. Could you follow me, sir?
What's happening?
You can put this over your head, sir. Keep your head down. When I say run, you run for your life. Run!
Do we know where they are? They wouldn't say. If I get them to speak to you when they make contact again? Oh, it's bloody good for them.
Why isn't Ballard at the safe house? Where is he?
I'm not giving out details of his whereabouts.
Have you lost him?
He's in good hands.
Greg Burns. He's been burning a hole in my telephone. I made a deal with him. Promised him access to Ballard. Now, I want the location where he's being kept.
And I'm not giving it to you.
I'm demanding it, Commander McIntyre.
If we stand here like this much longer, Mr. Henderson, we're going to have to start trading punches.
Any problems?
No, but you're right about surveillance. I had to shake off town.
What about Burns?
I dumped him at Finsbury Park Tube Station. He wasn't happy. What about you?
No, it's fine. All according to plan.
What's the security log?
Well, one good kit would do it.
What about the other flats?
All empty. Waiting for the 80s to return.
So, whose place is this, anyway?
It's a friend of mine. Asked me to water the plants when she was away.
I see.
She's Jamie's godmother, that's all.
Doesn't bother me who she is.
Are we any further with knowing who's helping this killer?
Well, we know for certain that the intruders at your house had detailed knowledge of the security. That could have come from your staff.
And the listening devices will most certainly place the assistance of your maid.
Why would she do that?
Don't know. Do you think perhaps she was the type of girl who would do things for money?
Maybe.
What about Greg Burns?
Greg? Out of the question. He's my right-hand man.
You trust him?
Absolutely. I'd be lost without him. He took my deposition to the DTI. He negotiated my immunity.
What deposition?
Have we found them?
Yes, sir.
Sure? My office. Let's hear it.
We couldn't contact you, sir. Ballard's house has been bugged. We thought the safe house may have been jeopardized, so we decided to take independent action, sir. We moved him to a private address. Under the circumstances, we thought that would be safer, sir.
So why are you looking so worried?
Well, so we don't have many facts.
Well, the fact he's still alive is a good start. Look, if I couldn't trust you to make a decision on your own, I wouldn't have you here.
Yes, sir.
Sit down. So,
Their man's got someone on the inside. We don't know who. We think that there's a possibility the problem's within the security services. Ballard's house belonged to a cabinet minister. They installed the alarm system.
so they wouldn't have a problem getting in.
Now, it could be that someone within the service is involved in some kind of private enterprise. Or, the other possibility is that Ballard has been deemed a threat to national security.
Why would the government offer protection if they want him killed?
To alleviate suspicion? Ballard's evidence may be damaging. They may want to try and suppress it. If Ballard dies now, the government won't take the blame. We will. Information is being withheld from us, apart from what Five haven't told us. Ballard originally made a deposition. He had Burns, his assistant, deliver it to the DTI. It contained some of the documents he was going to produce in evidence. We should have been informed of these. It might have helped us clarify who was trying to silence Ballard.
I'll speak to the DTI.
I've tried. According to them, any material related to the inquiry is highly sensitive. Legally, they can't disclose it. So they claim.
Can we access the DTI computer?
No, sir. Not officially, sir.
Do whatever it takes.
In one day, I probably make more money than my father did in his entire lifetime. In the end, it's not worth much, is it? But then what is?
Do you have children, sir?
No. I suppose you find that's what everyone does in this situation. Start going over their lives.
No, not really. Most people just panic.
Maybe that's what I'm doing.
No, you don't need to worry, son.
We're in, sir. But there's no sign of a deposition. In fact, if you take a look here, it clearly states that no deposition will be made before Ballard gives evidence.
Burns can't have passed it on to the DTI.
I'll deal with Burns. How long can you keep Ballard where he is?
Well, he's safe as long as someone doesn't find us, sir.
Leave him there. I want the address recorded as a temporary safe house. Level 1 security status, communication by radio only, and I want half-hourly updates.
Sir. All right, the address is flat 8.
All clear. You're okay to proceed.
I can't believe it. Why would Greg do it?
There must be something in the documents to implicate him, sir.
What?
Well, surely you must have some idea.
Greg selected the documents himself. That's the way we've always worked. I trusted him. We've always been friends.
So how was Mac with you?
Oh, fine. Yeah.
And what about me?
No, really, it wasn't a problem.
Just because you knew you quite quick.
Yeah, well, I was worried about you. All alone with Ballard.
More shopping?
It's an advanced warning system. That goes on the door frame. That goes on the door when the door opens.
Very advanced.
Oh. Judging by your alarm system, I'd advise you to buy a couple, sir.
Please, I'm looking for Mr. Burns.
Mr. Burns. There's Mr. Burns. Just go there. Thank you.
Head him off.
CPG.
Shit, you had me worried.
Why's that?
I thought you were the people who were after Stephen.
What happened to the deposition he made?
It's with the DTI.
Try again.
I delivered it personally to Nigel Henderson.
So why isn't it on record?
I don't know.
You really expect me to believe this?
Ask him. I took it to his house.
His house? Why?
For security reasons. He said
What
that
security reasons?
I didn't ask. I just did as he said.
Was anyone else present?
No. But I should have a record of the conversation.
Notes?
No. I had a tape recorder running in my briefcase. It's sometimes handy in our business.
Get it for me. On no account is Nigel Henderson, or anyone acting for him, to be given the address where Ballard's being kept.
Right, sir. He did send a Crown Messenger with papers for Ballard to sign. I told him it was impossible without level 1 clearance.
What level's Henderson?
One, sir.
Get down on the floor!
What is it?
I'll take the hole. I'll do it.
Keep down.
They got their radio switched off.
So,
How is he?
a bit of a shock. Effects of the smoke, he's going to live.
Okay. Well done.
Thanks.
Yeah, it is. Thank you.
Anytime.
What you might like to know, Henderson has given the police a statement. It seems that when he read Ballard's deposition, he realized he was going to be caught out. He'd been granting export licenses in return for money from Al Kabir.
Oh, that's pretty stupid.
Well, what was even more stupid was he got Ballard back to London because he thought a hit would be easier here than in Switzerland.
Yeah, they're just sort of bloody typical of Ballard, that's all.
Yeah, I like it. They're nice, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Just a bit, you know, over the top, maybe.
Well, thanks for change. Sir, they're from Ballard.
I didn't get anything, sir.
Well, he did, from the government. His takeover has been referred to the Monopolies Commission. That's gratitude for you. And you two got homes to go to?
Sir.
Bodyguards is back here on ITV2 tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. But stay with us now for a big decision from Jim. It's Coronation Street after the break.